for me. But I tell you what, fair play to him for trying out. I don't think it's been successful, but credit to him. He's gone all out, and if he keeps doing that, he's going to do well. If he keeps trying. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Like my beard broskies, mate. Didn't get a sale. Paid $250 for marketing. That's live.
Didn't get a sale. Oh, I'm wrong.
I don't think it's been successful,
but you don't.
He keeps trying.
Oh, Dave.
Johnny, you might want to mute yourself because I can hear it.
My bad. That's my bad. Right, we're live. We're live, boys. Boom.
Trying to find the video live on YouTube so I can see the questions.
It's just we've just got a big picture of Jono.
Have you?
Right, anyway, I'm posting it in the chat.
Should be gallery view.
Oh, that's better. It's working.
Yeah. Ew. Right, Dave, get that link if you want. Do you want to get that link?
Yeah, I'm just on WhatsApp now, so just trying to find it. I tell you what, it's a bit of a lag, isn't it?
There you go. Yeah, there's a mega lag. I've just seen it. I'll put a link in the dropship team.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to drop a like, look. Hi, everyone. Hello there. Call keys. You got in there first. Well done. First prize. Michael Gervin. Oh, what's that Irish bastard doing here?
Is he Irish?
Lad.
Is he Irish?
I didn't know that.
Mate.
He's not been Irish, is Gervin.
Dodgiest Irishman I've ever seen in my life.
Trying to
yeah, watching the delay is weird, isn't it? Robert. Hey Rob. Sophie, what's up? She's like one of my loyal YouTube live watchers.
She's been there since day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
She's like Scott.
Yeah. I think I was like the fifth person in the group, I think.
You like part of the furniture, Scott?
Yeah.
So Trev was number 2, but kind of got promoted to number 1 because the original person just never started. My first person just went, nah.
Me.
That was funny back then when it was just a few of us. It was like, hello. Yeah. Just 5 people, 10 messages a day. Now it's like 100 or 200 a day. It's me, Zach. Mr. Zach Moore. Ah. Matt. Evening, Shahab. Kieran, nice. Good to see a lot of new people in here. Zach.
Yeah, the new apartment sofa is really nice. I'm loving it, to be fair. Only problem is we've not had Wi-Fi for 3 weeks now, so I'm having to personal hotspot everything, which is a nightmare. But funnily enough, I did a 30 gigabit download on my PS4 of a day for Warzone, and it all went through my personal hotspot, so that was awesome.
As long as the COD goes through, mate.
Scott Chegg. I wonder who that is.
Yeah, it's your brother, innit?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Dave, you won't like it then. I've got, at the office, I've got a 360 meg connection. It's insane. And I got my PS4 wired
that's
in.
awesome, mate.
No.
Wow. Wired in as well. Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't even make that.
I know, mate. My input lag is fuck all. I've got no input lag.
You probably pull host every time, I bet.
Probably, yeah. I'm sad, mate. I got a high frame rate screen and got the whole shebang.
Yeah. Literally, mine. I think mine's 70 megabit per second, and they advise 100 megabit per second. But I'm still best on Warzone out with mates, even if my Wi-Fi is crap. So
Nice.
don't really make a difference to me.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
it's the school.
No, no. It's also not 360 megabytes.
Yeah, I know, it's insane. 360. 21 watching now. Not bad, not bad. So that means people from our group coming in.
Yeah, Sophie, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm at the office now. I mean, I do look. I mean, for everyone who wants to see the office, obviously you can see the amazing chair. I love that chair. So this is. I'll try and show you as much as possible. It's a bit blurry though. Fuck. Is it focusing at all? I can't see.
Not at all.
All right. Well, there's my surface. I can actually get my coffee from and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's better.
There's the doors. That's the sofa bed. There's a whiteboard. So that's one of my daily tasks. There's another desk there if someone wants to come visit me, but no one wants to, so I'm all alone. I'm joking. I've had a few people around already. And then my computer setup is the Mac. There's everyone's beautiful face on the computer screen, and there's my other screen. And then, of course, stable like this, there's the fucking PS4.
Nice.
And of course, you gotta have a headset if you're gonna do proper gaming. It's nice.
What are we waiting for, John?
I think we can go now. 21's sort of stuck there, so we'll get going. I wanted to sort of just. I know everyone's used to seeing just my face or mine and Matt's. Now we've got everyone here. We've got 3 students with us. I know a lot of you guys know who these guys are, but we're just going to go through one by one. You guys just say hi, who you are. There's going to be some people who don't know. So, yeah, start off from you.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Or is that Dave? Because on the screen it's Dave.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's you.
It's me, right? Yeah, I'm Scott. I've been with the group for about 6.5 months. Been dropshipping since then as well. Started on day 1 with Easy Sync, then moved to Sale Freaks within about a month. It's gone well so far. It's very stressful, but it's enjoyable. So that's about it.
That's cool. Let's go for his dad.
Yeah, so Scott's dad. Scott persuaded me to join about 2 weeks after he started. Yeah, dad, it's really great. So yeah, it has been great. Bit of a journey, like Scott said. You know, more ups and downs, if I'm honest. Bit of hard work, but yeah, loving it.
Nice.
And myself, I joined around the end of May. I did a bit of manual dropshipping actually mid-April, and then moved on to Sale Freaks end of May. Got speaking to Scott and Jono, and I've never really looked back since. It's gone awesome, to be fair. We've run into problems like the guys have said, but it's just up and up basically. It's awesome.
No, nice one, guys. Yeah, I mean these 3 have really come a long way. I know a lot of you here watching. You guys know the kind of ups and downs of into a real roller coaster ride. But Scott was like one of the first 10 people. Probably Tim was as well. Well, no, so Tim was a little bit later. But Scott's helped a lot of people in the group. Dave, you've just absolutely smashed it recently. We're all going into Q4. We're trying to build new accounts all the time, and we're trying to build our oldest accounts as well. So I couldn't really bring in much bigger or more like experienced guys in here in regards to the students that I've had. You guys have done well, and that's why we're sort of all going to be starting to work together, which we'll go into more detail as well, because we're kind of pulling together now. Hence why we're doing this video, and in the future you'll see our ugly mugs more often. Yeah. First then. Sure. We can either do a little Q&A now and then go into the meat of the other stuff, because we want to sort of talk about going into Christmas. We want to talk about sort of what do you guys want to know, how to prepare for Q4 and everything, because we're actually in the midst of Q4. We've never had a lockdown plus Christmas combo before, so I know this is going to be a little bit different to previous years. So everyone will start asking questions first, and then we'll start going on with our announcements. We've got some amazing stuff to talk about, including getting stealths onto eBay managed payments, some announcements from Sale Freaks, and also announcement from ourselves what we're doing next. And we got big things happening as well. So let's start off with some questions. Scott, if you want to start off with answering the first questions, we'll just go around again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully we'll get some.
As long as I know the answer.
Yeah, otherwise you just refer to me like everyone does.
Yeah.
That's it, the question's me, guys. So
yeah, fair enough. Mate. We just got to wait for the delay.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a catch up in there. I've just noticed. Watch, the first question is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah. Tuning in from Wales. Nice one, Kieran. Snorkies. Nice one, Trev.
First question is, what would you say makes you look like a drop shipper, like having one item left in your quantity, but is there anything else you can think of? And it's the photo. It's definitely the photos from Amazon. That's the biggest giveaway, because everyone has the same photos. If you search for a product, everyone has the same photos.
Title?
But yeah, and the title. Yeah. I mean, you can go through and edit the title and stuff like that, but in my opinion, it's not worth it. You're still going to get the sale no matter if the photo is the same or the title's any different.
I was going to say like something like, what makes you look like a dropshipper? You just stand in front of a Ferrari with some money in your hand or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like as a joke. I thought Sophie was having a laugh.
I would say also sometimes on your profile, it's just a blue, when you go into your profile, it's just a blue box, isn't it?
Yeah,
and if you've actually made yourself.
That's true. That's true. I don't. And I must admit, it obviously then just adds to the sort of standard profile thing where you go, well, that person's got similar title, he's got similar pictures, and he's also got nothing there on his profile, so that could make us stand out a bit more and look a bit more.
If you made yourself a little title, a little couple of pictures in there, that would, you'd look like be a bit more original maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to answer the second question as well from Shahab. Stealths have been a madness for me so far. Any good ways of going about getting new stealths? And obviously you can buy stealths from certain people, and obviously they are quite expensive, but you can also make them yourself, and it's not too difficult. And there's loads of free information online that shows you recent ways that people are making stealths. And it doesn't show you everything, but you can take bits of information and apply it where you need. And there's probably a better chance of you making stealth accounts than buying them. And if I was to recommend somewhere, it'd be the Aspkin forum.
Yeah. If I was going to recommend a person to help you, speak to Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott is literally can make these accounts. In fact, I'd even go as far as saying you could even sell them these accounts. I'm just saying. Yeah. But if you want some pointers, definitely speak to Scott. And we're going to talk to you about this in a bit as well. There's going to be a place where you guys can talk to us and speak direct to Scott as well, because we're actually setting something up to help people and support people. So if what we'll do is in a minute when we announce it, you can just get straight in and then start asking Scott some questions. And if you want to go further with the stealth stuff, I mean, I know a bit as well, so we can both sort of assist with that. But,
I feel like stealth is definitely where my strong point is at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you've gone through so many. You've gone through probably.
I've gone through about
accounts than me, and I've been doing this for a lot longer.
I reckon in total, I'm probably near 100 accounts.
You're probably about bang on with me then, and I've been doing it for like a lot longer.
Yeah. So, where's Dave gone?
That's what I was about to say. That where's Dave gone? Dave. Someone sent a friend request on PSN, didn't they? They need to get on Warzone. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Warzone comes first.
He's probably watching that now, like dickhead.
Right, go on then, Johnny. You answer. You can go for the next one.
All right, where's the next one? Where's Dave gone? He's playing COD.
Oh, well, we're miles above that one.
How? Oh, really?
How about from eBay's point of view?
That stealth.
No, that's for looking like a dropshipper from eBay's point of view.
Oh, okay.
That does tie in with stealth, doesn't it? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I'll try and brush over this one in terms of like what kind of like Zach said as well, because I know that the older the account is, the more that's really important. Getting an account that's aged, you either buy it that way or you build into it slowly. That's like the first thing all of us should definitely focus on. in terms of being stronger, because then going forward, you don't have to look less like a drop shipper, but to look less like one to eBay's point of view. I suppose it's how you deal with things. It's like switching up your reasons of why you're canceling an order. I suppose maybe having multiple items that you're, like Zach was saying, you have like 2 items on one, 4 on another, 5 on another. So you're mixing it up so that you look, and again, you've got to have limits to do this, but you're mixing it up a little bit to look like you've actually got more items. Well, so I mean, you could change, like Tim was saying, changing your profile and everything. eBay might look at it and go, okay. And then if you're on API Sale Freaks, you can use your own templates. So use a different template. And again, eBay can see these things. They do look into your messages. So again, if you're switching up your messages a bit more and looking a little bit less fishy and not using the same ones as everyone else. I know we have templates and everything, but you can just edit them yourself. Keep looking after your metrics, making sure that you don't give eBay a reason to look, because eBay don't just look for no reason. They will they'll look because they'll see a consistency, and making sure your customers are annoyed that you've sent them something from Amazon. You just very quickly sort them out. You deal with the queries quickly. If you don't, then if they go to eBay, you're giving eBay a reason to sniff around.
I think
anything you guys want to add?
I think even if you put in your header of your of your shop, if you said you source from you source your products from various retailers, or suppliers.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean? And then when you want to remove feedback that's been negative from Amazon, they will do that for you, because it says so, in your description that you buy from various suppliers.
Yeah, that's good.
I do think the next question for you is for you as well, Jono. You're probably the best one to answer that. From Corkis 007.
Yeah. My question is, why any order from Litchfield Staffordshire goes through global shipping program? How can I avoid it? How do I sort it out on Amazon? A long time since. My question is, why any order from Litchfield Staffordshire goes through global shipping program? How can I avoid it? How do I sort it on?
Turn it off.
Yeah. So they all go. I'm trying. I don't know if you've I need to add a couple more words in there, Corkies, but they've got to. The global shipping program, all orders go to Litchfield, and I actually went there once because a delivery driver took 3 attempts to try and deliver there. So I actually went there and showed him where he needed to go, and I've actually seen the GSP center and everything. Just ship big, massive lorries going in there. That's about it, and they just ship off loads of parcels. Now, you have to turn, like Tim said, you have to turn off GSP if you don't want anything to do with Litchfield, because the global shipping program, which is genius in my opinion, because Amazon don't deliver abroad, but we can deliver their items abroad. So it makes sense. You get extra sales. So I'd leave it turned on and just not see it as a problem. You do get problems with, it's harder to raise an item not received case with anything that's GSP, because they often will just deny it because they'll see that someone signed for it and they know that address. They know it's a global shipping program, global shipping center, Amazon do. But other than that, unless you have a problem, you're having multiple problems with it, Corkies, like lots of them. If it's only one bad experience, just ignore that, because overall, I've noticed that sometimes, especially on expensive items, I have so many more sales with the global shipping program turned on, and I have up to 20% in general as well. Dave's phone's died.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah.
But yeah, anything you guys want to add to that about?
No, I mean, if you're using non-API, I'd recommend turning off global shipping program anyway, because it's an absolute nightmare. It doesn't work. It's a nightmare for VAs, and it's not worth. The sales aren't worth the headache and the refunds that you have to issue for it. So that's my opinion. Just turn it off on non-API. I
agree, and I'm just going to add to that as well. Turning off click and collect for non-API. Sorry, for anyone who's using SF tracking, self-reach tracking. So I know that's a lot of us, but the reason why is click and collect does not update the tracking on eBay, and eBay have now changed their click and collect. Oh wait, Harold Shipman wants to come in again. Hold on.
He's back.
Dave, what's your name, mate?
Are we back?
Look, it's Harold Shipman, everyone.
Been on his rounds.
Anyway, I'll just carry on what I was just saying before I forget. So basically, click and collect. It sends out an email to everyone, and an email to the customer to say, "Come and pick up your item now," because the tracking updates. But Sale Freaks tracking does not update that. So what happens is they don't get the email, the sort of like thing to say, "Come and pick up your item," and then a lot of them don't pick up their item, then complain to us. So it's better to turn click and collect off if you're using Sale Freaks tracking. Yeah,
also on GSP, sometimes we mentioned this in the chat the other day that, you can't actually list things, sell things abroad. There's quite a few things. So you can sell in the UK, but you can't send abroad as well.
Yeah.
And you can get a ban on it, to be fair. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah, Dave's back now. There you go, Sophie. We've got to that question now. Where's the best place to obtain description templates when using eSync? Oh, I've forgotten the name.
Yeah, same.
I used one. Me and Matt used one. So James, to be honest with eSync, you're probably just best off using theirs and just editing it and putting a really good wording. Because what I did, I just copied and pasted what I had on Sale Freaks onto eSync, as in the wording, and it just spruces it up a little bit, changes it. I think I chose the modern template and then put really good wording, because people do read like what it says, and if you write something really good and that people like want to trust you a bit more, then it does help, because I know it helps sales a little bit. But I can't remember right now exactly, because it's a different language. It's not a normal HTML editor. eSync use something different. So if I remember, I'll put it in this chat or put it in the WhatsApp group, because I know it'd be nice to be able to change eSync's templates, and we did it once. It's just they're not as straightforward as you think.
it does say on their homepage, edit listing template is on there.
Yeah, it's on there, and you can do it. It's just that it's a case of getting your own template on there.
Okay, all right.
So, Deco, can you touch on managed payments?
We're miles away from that, Dave.
Yeah,
we're miles. We've got like 20 questions above.
How do you make stealth, Scott? If you could do that really quickly.
We're still above that as well. We've got, what does it take to become an eBay top-rated seller, and what are the pros of it? That's where we're at.
Where is that?
Sophia.
I've got to how to make stealth.
Oh wait, no, you're right.
You're right.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
The how to make stealth is not something that we can summarize in. Well, I guess we can. If we were to put it into summarize, then you have to get a proxy. You have to connect to that proxy through some kind of server, whether it be a virtual computer or something. Create a Gmail account, create a PayPal account, or in the future you won't need that because there'll be managed payments. And then you create your eBay account, all using stealth details, so not your name, basically, and a new phone number as well, which you can get from SIM cards. So that's a summarization, but there's loads that goes into it, and it's extremely complicated. So to explain all of that would take hours.
Yes, Scott, you've had so many hits from it in terms of account closures. How many? Over 50, would you say?
I'm near 100, I reckon.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And mad.
Yeah, but got the right method now, hopefully. So
do you know, in terms of that question, so we touch on hybrids as well. So the Facebook hybrids, do you think?
Yeah, that is another option. Do you want to explain about that?
Yeah, so how hybrids work is that's where you approach people and you buy a random eBay account of people. So this is not people who are just dropshipping. This is where you tend to find people on Facebook pages. So for example, my brother, he found a great method. If you are struggling to get eBay accounts, you don't want to go down the stealth method. What you can do is you can go on, for example, if you're from Watford, jobs in Watford, and you can see people who post the jobs. And then in the comments, there's always loads of people saying, look, I need a job. I need money, basically. So this is where you approach these guys privately through Facebook, saying, hi there, I run an eBay business. Basically, I'm looking for accounts to be able to sell on. It's totally legal. We run the eBay under our business name. So you're not going to get in trouble whatsoever, because some people can ask questions like, oh, is this safe? Basically, they're a bit scared of doing it. But if you explain it properly, which I can put a template in the chat, or I can promote it for you guys so you can see how to do it. It's easy. I mean, I think I've picked up about 10. My brother's picked up about 20. Scott, how many have you picked up? You've picked up tons, haven't you?
Oh, I've picked up about 30 over in time, but they're all been and gone.
Yeah.
They've all been and gone. Yeah.
One go.
But I mean, literally, I've never run a stealth. I know people who do. I know Jono's really successful at it, but a lot of us, for example, myself and other people, we think hybrids are much better. They're much stabler. First, they're created in real details, so they're not random details, which obviously set off markers. Plus, they've built up cookies on other people's profiles when they're searching, so it just strengthens the accounts up.
Yeah, they're aged, aren't they?
Yeah, they're aged, exactly. And I mean, you can pick. I mean, say for example, you go to these stealth suppliers and they're charging 150 quid for a 30-day eBay. We can go to Facebook, pick up an eBay for 30 quid. Happy days. I mean, it might have 100 feedback. It's all about pot of the luck, what you find. And I've got one account that's absolute churning money out for me. It's amazing, and I know other people are doing really well off it also. So hybrids I think they're great.
Managed payments.
Yeah,
you'll get these through managed payments, won't you? Because they'll have real details.
Easier.
Well, this is obviously a bit of a grey area, so obviously. So anyway.
Well, you might not if you got to guess their date of birth, which is the only downside. But
you've been searching for that date of birth stuff, haven't you? To be fair.
You'll be searching for that date of birth through their Facebook
what
page.
I do and just cheekily ask them what's your date of birth. That's what I do. I managed to get all of them except one.
Nice.
Yeah.
But they're very, and they're strong accounts. You can bulk list on them straight away and they don't get shut down most of the time.
Yeah,
most
exactly.
of the time.
I mean, it totally depends. I mean, for example, Scott says bulk list, and I've done that and I've been safe, but there's been other times where I haven't been safe. So every single account you get, you want to take it in steps. One thing that Jono always reiterated to me when I first started, and I still use this and I still preach this to people who also do dropshipping, always stick to the revenue guideline. 5k the first month, 10k the second month, 15k the third month. That's the pillar to follow. That's how you keep strong accounts, basically. In hybrid, you're laughing. The only thing. Go on, Scott.
I was going to say, I actually tried to see if that was actually a real thing because I thought it might have been a myth that just someone made up to see. So I slammed this account that I've got, this hybrid account, and I think I must have done about 25k in sales in like the first month or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember.
And then it got shut down so fast. It was ridiculous.
I tell you what, Scott. I mean, I've had a couple of MC011s, which is something you don't want to see. Scott, he's had about 3 rounds of MC011s where how many accounts has been closing every step there? Like 6 or 7 every time.
Oh, it's about 8 to 12 accounts every time. I think.
You wouldn't think that you've been going for 6 months, mate. You sound like you've been going for 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been through it all for sure.
Nice. What's the next question?
Yeah, we've spent ages on that one. What does it take to become an eBay top-rated seller, and what are the pros? Now, I can't answer that because I've never made it that far. But
I mean, I've made it that far, and we probably all have, to be fair. I mean, the thing is, we've probably reached it, and then you've had accounts closed, so you've been there at the top, and you've lost it. It's all about keeping on top of defects, customer service, item delivery. So you always need to make sure that if you've got VAs or yourself, you are covering delivery time. And you're making sure that they're getting delivered on time. Because if you're promising fast and free delivery one day and they're coming in 4 or 5 days, it's like you're going to get a few reports on that. And then obviously that's what can jeopardize your account. But if you keep to that and you're making sure your account's safe and you're following all them guidelines, and then you're laughing really. Top rated seller. I mean, what are the perks of top rated seller? I don't even know.
No. So top rated seller, you get the cool little badge, don't you? That's like the first thing everyone sees. I think it's not as great as people think. Your sales don't actually improve. It just gives you that extra little bit of trust. But that means hardly anything. So a lot of people just don't bother now. They're on their phone. They just want to buy. But what the advantage it gives to you when you're selling a lot is you get a discount. You get a percentage off your final value fees. So it's about 20% off. Was it 10% off? I can't remember. But you get a discount, and that's the main perk. Otherwise, you've got to just stick it out for 90 days. That's why Scott never sees a top-rated seller, because you've got to last 90 days.
Yeah.
So just stick it out for 90 days, and then you've got to have 48-hour delivery. And like Dave was saying, you've got to stay within your metrics. So you've got to make sure that you haven't got high defect rate or anything like that. Otherwise, you'll fall below standard. So as long as you can stay within those measures, you'll be fine. And then 2-day delivery, you've got to have a 1-day, 24-hour delivery. Just charge it at like £9-10. People don't like to get it, but they are like to get it next day anyway because it's sent by Prime. And then you're going to get top-rated seller status easily within 90 days.
Yeah, definitely. I'll add on to what Dave said as well, to keeping your account just safe in general when it comes to customer service, because you brushed on it then, it's extremely important that you don't miss any cases, you don't let any overrun, and you make sure you get them sorted as quickly as possible, because they play a massive factor towards MT011.
Within 8 days.
And we found that out the hard way at the start. But then since then, we've had VAs. They've worked literally magic on the accounts, and we don't get that issue anymore.
Oh yeah, massively. Yeah, I remember just before I got my VA, my first VA, I was doing 6 hours a day, just customer service and everything else. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, we got VA really early, and it paid off.
Oh yeah, we tell people that all the time now. Like, just VA, yeah, get one. Do it now.
Yeah.
Next question then. Which one is it?
I've stitched myself up with a 3.5k limit when opening my eBay account. When I get an increase, when can I get a limit increase? And how do I go about getting the biggest amount as possible? So I'll go you through my steps. At one point, I was getting a limit increase every 5 a day on about 15 accounts at once. And I got them all shut down within about a week. So don't do that. But I'd probably say you can go for a limit increase after about 15 days, and they're like 70, 80%, they're going to give it to you. Don't ask for a huge increase, because they're not going to give it to you. They're going to put answers to questions that you give them into a system, and then it will chuck them an increase back, probably based on your sales in the last 30 days or something like that. And always answer questions. Well, the questions they ask you, you've got to answer the same answers every time, because they write these and put them as a note on your account. And if you say that you're getting your stuff from Costco when they ask you the first time, and the second time you say some other online retailer, then they'll flag your account.
Consistency. Okay.
Yeah, they will flag your account.
I must have never thought of that myself.
Yeah, so I say Costco every time.
Yeah.
And another way you can go about it is, I know Deco does this actually, it's quite successful. So I've been at the stage where I've been absolutely slamming the chat saying, can I have an increase? Can I have an increase? And they've not said yes, basically. One way you can go about it is actually ringing eBay. A lot of people go around this and do this, and they always find it very successful, to be fair. So ringing eBay is another method. And if you don't want to do that, if you have a stealth account, you can just put 141 in front, and you can just pretend to be the person. That's what we do usually. That kind of puts people off doing that. So
yeah, I know what you mean. David, like in the old, like I say, the old days, like last year or year before, we only rang up because we didn't have stealth. So before last, like start of last year and before that, that's the only way we knew. And then the web chat thing came out, and it was like, oh my god, this is so much better for stealth, because we didn't know what to do if we weren't the right sex or something. So we always had to have accounts in blokes' names so we can ring up. And then the web chat just made it easier. But you are right. We did, when we rang up, we tended to get really good increases. And web chat before, we couldn't get them at all. They would barely give them us. Now they're actually starting to give us some more. So
it depends what point you get up to. Say I think it's around 7-8K where I totally struggle.
Yeah.
So if you have accounts that big and you can't get increases, this might be a way for you to do it, Tom. Is there's guys who actually provide limit increase services. I've used one. I think Tim, you've used a couple as well, haven't
you? Yeah.
And they're awesome. They're the best. I mean, I remember I had an account which I couldn't get an increase on for 60 days. I was ringing them up saying, no, there's a lock on your account. We can't do anything, even on the phone. And I got in touch with this guy, happy days. Well, I think it was like £300. But in the long scheme of things, what's £300 if you can list 3 times more? Well, in your case, you've got 3.5K, so maybe 10 times more irons.
Yeah.
The money's rolling in. You'll see the £300 return in no time. It's a bit of a no-brainer, but it depends how far you want to take it, really.
Right, where are we now? Oh, by the way, everyone, hit the like button. Come on, let's beat that 10-1. We got one person disliking the video.
Yeah. The next one is
Mark Augustine in here. Oh.
Someone's just stated that item description is another key identification factor of being a dropshipper. And
I think it depends. I think it depends with that. Like you talked about how you can buy templates. I mean, if you're running non-API, you can't edit the template. Well, I think you can, but I think it's a lot harder to do in regards to how you can do it on API. I know API has with each different software. So with AutoDS, with SailFreaks, they all have only on the API side. they've all got like a nice description in comparison to the non-API, which is just text in 4 paragraphs. Do you know what I mean, Scott?
Yeah, no, completely. But to be honest, when at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do to change that. We're not going to go through 10,000 listings and start changing all the descriptions, are we?
Yeah.
So,
where are we, boys? I've actually lost where we are.
Right, we are. Next question is, when you're first starting new accounts and you want to start scaling it big, what's the best way to do that?
So, I guess I'll start. I mean, like I said, the first thing, what John O reiterated when I first started, and it's always worked so well, is following the revenue guideline. So as long as you're staying under 5K the first month, and then 10K the second month, and 15K, you're basically okay. I mean, don't go crazy listing, because that's not ideal. I mean, speak to Scott. If you go crazy listing, you can kind of see a first-hand example of what can happen. But literally, stick to the guidelines. And if you're listing 1,000 at once, that's what gets you MC 113s, not actual MC 011s. So what I found once was I passed an MC 011, which is usually of gold accounts in, but then I went to bulk list like 3,000-4,000 items straight back up. I got an MC 113, no items. I couldn't use the eBay account again. So don't think about bulk listing thousands of items unless, I mean, sometimes it's luck of the draw, but just to be safe, just stick to that guideline and pass. Well, you asked just how to start accounts, so I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, and like if with regards to scaling, if you build on one account and that's successful, just what Dave, Tim, and Scott have all done is multiply your efforts. So once you can see one's being profitable, the fastest way to scaling, and that's staying within the guidelines as well, because you've got to remember in 3 months' time, when these accounts no longer have they're more mature. If you've got 3 or 4 building at the start, that's 3 or 4 multiples of income that might be small, but together quite big. And then in 3 or 4 months' time, it's way more. Like Dave, when you start seeing that second, third, fourth month, how quickly did that multiply? Like how the difference between month 1 and month 4.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I mean, it's all about playing the account right. So stick to the guidelines. But then when you go to month 4, you can kind of take it up a notch. Obviously, don't go crazy, but I think I'll give you an example. So my first big account, which I started earning a lot of money on, I stuck the first 3 months. It was killing me because I was looking in the chat and I was seeing Jono doing 300, 400, 500 pound days. And I was like, I want to be at his level. But it's all about being patient. And then when you pass the 3rd month, you can take it to the next level. Yeah. And literally, it starts going crazy after that. And you're laughing, really. The money starts rolling in. And you start kind of thinking about quitting your job.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said, John. I think account creation and multiple accounts is the single most important thing with eBay dropshipping. You don't want an emotional attachment. You want more accounts. Yeah, when one gets shut down, you want to forget about it, get rid of it, focus on the next one, make another one. Constantly keep your back covered. And it should never, that's it. That's
the funny thing is, you saying this, Scott, is all of us here have had that emotional attachment at some point where we've gone, oh, fuck, not that account.
Nightmare. I mean, I will give a shout out to Michael and Craig, though. These guys, and this is what I also do. If you do have one personal account and it's in your name, you can kind of take it to, you can keep going for 3-4 years. I know that's what Craig and Michael, and they just have one big API account. They have smaller accounts for backup. But if you have an account in your name, firstly, you can pass managed payments. So happy days there. And it's just basically, if you have an account in your name or someone who you know, it's great. I mean, I know, Tim, you had an account in your name that was flying back in May or June. Yeah. And what happened there?
He got all my accounts shut down.
No bitterness there, is there?
Yeah, no, it was on eSync, and I've made like £800 in a month, and that's with no gift card or anything like that. And I was making like £5 of profit per item, no problem. And I think I let one customer service response slip over 8 days.
Yeah, we didn't have a VA then.
And that's it. The day after that, it might have been coincidence. I don't think so. And that was it. MC011. And that's the other thing. Everyone in the house got shut down. So my wife's account was 2,500 feedback. Gone.
She
still talks about it today.
I had 5 accounts. I had 5 accounts, but they were all smashing it. They all got shut down. I was absolutely gutted.
Actually, I remember, Scott, because you came to me and said, "Oh, my dad, I told him."
I told him. Oh, I'm not gonna. We're not bringing up the past. I told him, and he didn't listen. But
big argument in the Fensham household for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, there's arguments in your house. There's ones in Dave's as well.
Yeah.
Dropshipping. It's got two evils.
Right. Where are we on the next? Where's the next one? Can you guys? Oh God! Can you guys touch on managed payments? What you know so far about it? Do stealth accounts have a future?
Good question. Very good question.
It's hard. It's definitely a hard question. Stealth accounts can have a future on managed payments. Depends on how many bank accounts you have. I mean, obviously, everyone's usually got a couple of bank accounts, so you'll be good for a couple of stealths and maybe a personal if you've got it. There's obviously going to be a limit at some point of how many you can open because you're gonna get lost with all these bank accounts that you've got. So when it comes to managed payments on stealth, you can sign up and you can connect your bank account, and then all they'll ask you, as long as all the details are correct and all the stealth details are correct, like date of birth, address, and name, then all they will ask for you is a picture of your statement or a picture of your online banking, something like that, something that they can verify that bank account is real. And that's very easy to get creative with. You can kind of, when you're in your online banking, you can inspect element on the name and change it, or you can download it and then use a PDF editor to get a bit more creative and change a couple more details. But as long as eBay have managed to connect to that bank and then they approve that picture, which isn't very hard to get through, then you will be fine. But if their account, if it isn't right, the details on the account, so that say the date of birth is wrong or the address is slightly incorrect, then they will ask you for ID for that account. That's obviously not what you want, and you can go about dealing with that as you wish.
There you go, guys. We'll just let you know one of our big bombshells there about
I mean, there are companies out there that aren't there, so that can help you with that. So
yes, there are people that can help you with these documents.
Yeah.
But no, I am just on what Scott said there. We'll let you know who they are.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate what Scott said, I've got an account on to manage payments, and it's someone I know that it's in their name, but I didn't want to then go ask them, hey, can I put it on your bank account? So I chose a bank. I think most banks do this, but I chose a bank that doesn't release the person's name. So then I just like again what Scott said, I got the bank statement, and I've got an invoice editor, PDF editor, and I literally just swapped out the name on there from mine to theirs, and that's it. And I've put it through on managed payments, and I'll just see how that goes. So far, so good. They've accepted it, and I've not had anyone say anything back, but it's still early days in that respect. But that does seem to be working. They're real people's details, real date of birth, and then the bank account statement needs to be in their name, but doesn't have to be actually theirs. If that makes sense.
I think if there's a problem, it will come back within a day or so to say there's a problem and ask you for the right details.
Mine did it within about 2 hours. I did it 4 times, 2 hours every time, so it's really fast.
Oh, wow.
So was this with tethering data? Because I know obviously we run into problems with proxies when we were trying to sign up. Was this with tethering the data as also? How are you getting around that? I know you were saying there were a blue circle ring that you couldn't pass.
I tethered the data. Yeah, I just went.
And it worked fine.
Yeah, it worked fine. Yeah, it's only for the bank details. It was only the bank where you had to attach a bank. The rest of the details were fine.
So what Dave's talking about, guys, before you get confused, we all use proxies for these eBay accounts. And if you know anything about stealth, you'll know that you have to have a proxy set on a browser or some way of logging in. Like I use Foxy Proxy just for an example. I'll log into the eBay account and just operate the eBay account like that, so it can't be linked to anything else. But when signing up to manage payments, for some reason, these proxies, they just have the loading screen get stuck when you add bank account details. And then we decide to get around it by tethering our phones.
But
and no location. You got to turn the location off.
Disclaimer, we do not know if this actually does link it or not. So it's very new. Everyone's just getting into this. So it's one of the things where it's going to be trial and error. It might link accounts. This might be a brilliant way to do it. But until someone figures out another solution, that's what we've got to do.
That's the only way we do it.
Yeah.
Scott's shutting it down.
Yeah. I've heard success that way, so I think that may be the way forward. I know
try and blast through some more questions as fast as we can, because I realised we'd like taking ages to get to one. What's the next one? I've got a bit lost again.
Gift card isn't great at the moment, so I'm struggling to make the same profit. Do you guys have any tips? No.
So
gift card's bad for everyone at the moment.
Yeah. So for me, if I'm struggling to make money with gift card, I actually have a store dedicated to high ticket items, and usually the margin on that's quite good. I can get away with not running gift cards and maybe make a decent amount of profit at the end of the month, but the back end profit, the gift cards is where most of it is at, to be fair, for sure.
I think it depends where you're running the margins as well, really. So if you're running them really low at the moment, you're obviously going to have to put them up. And don't be scared to put them up as well. If you're running at 0 to 2, like some of the gift cards were, don't just start putting them back up. We've all tried it recently, and we're still getting sales. So
and Craig, being consistent as well. I know that sounds really basic, but if you keep on listing and delisting items, and then you start playing around with your profits, you can add promotions as well. I know they all sound like basic things, but if you actually keep at it and kind of like keep listing items that are going to be really hot selling or seasonal around this time of year, and you carry on scaling, whether it's adding another account, because as you know, fresh accounts get decent sales, even though you have to keep them under the limits, or growing your account. Just don't forget the basics as well, because I know that we feel like, we're struggling, but I found sometimes I'm thinking, I'm not getting very good sales. I'll just go and list or find some really hot selling items, and then suddenly I've got more sales. So a lot of people, we get a little bit complacent because we get used to gift card, and when gift card goes away, we tend to slow down.
John, I remember about a year and a half ago, or I didn't know you then, but you told me, a year and a half ago, before gift cards even came into the whole situation, didn't you make 10 grand in December 2018 or something before you even used gift cards? So it's
no
possible.
Gift cards, and I made £12,000 2018.
Yeah, that's net profit after corporation tax, after everything.
That was
a lot different back then, wasn't it? A lot different back then.
Oh, mate,
the API connection, you mean?
I used to put 60% margins on stuff under £12. I used to make £5 on £10, like £8 items and stuff.
Before price gouging came into play, because price gouging, that's another thing that gets you. It's like a VERA or a counterfeit policy. You can get your items listed hidden for a while, to be fair. So,
right, let's keep smashing through these questions. The next one is, with these hybrids, how are you moving your money with managed payments? I'm guessing with PayPal, you would use these hybrid accounts with the previous person's details, PayPal, and you transfer to your own PayPal.
You don't normally have access to their PayPal. You literally get the eBays, you get the eBay accounts, and literally when we in the payment policy put our own personal PayPal to get paid in, so we don't actually ever see their PayPal, do we, Scott?
No, but all you can do a stealth PayPal account with their name and their date of birth, and with a virtual credit card. But then after 2,000 sales, they will 100% ask you for ID. Yeah. And obviously you can do that if you want. You can go about that, but it's not a guaranteed method. I've heard that the success rate of that is about 80%, whether it passes the ID stage or not. So you have a risk of getting your money locked in account, like I've done multiple times.
And I think the thing about that is making sure you don't keep too much in there. Like John has said before, keep 200 quid in there and that's it. Don't keep any more.
Yeah, it's not very fun when you've got upwards of $3,000 stuck in a PayPal account.
Yeah.
You had it for 6 months, didn't you, Scott?
Yeah, I've only recently just got that out.
Oh, well done.
and then I got another PayPal lot last week with £1,000 in it.
Yeah, we had some scares. You see, I had some scares a little while ago, and then I went to withdrawing all of it, and I saw the other side, the flip side. So I saw one side where I got a scare, and then I started withdrawing everything. And then when I started trying to do refunds, of course, then they take a week. And if you don't leave any money in there, refunds will take up to a week, and customers start to complain. They start to leave bad feedback as well. And then they start saying, where's my money? Where's my money? I've asked to cancel it a week ago. And if it's over a weekend, PayPal doesn't care. It could take up to 9 days. So that's why I always leave a bit of money in there just for refunds and stuff, but take the rest out because you can't trust PayPal.
Another thing, PayPal's customer service is horrendous. I don't know, it's just like you tend to find these big companies, right? They're making so much money that they don't even care about the customer service. Yeah. They're not interested. Like Jono said, over the weekend, PayPal, they're not bothered. Like, it's not on, but it's how it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Something we've got to deal with.
Yeah, your own PayPal. Use your own PayPal with all these accounts. Need to sort out MP first to crack all accounts hunting on Facebook.
There is a lot of questions.
Look, about we don't need to crack MP really, because you can get these Facebook these personal accounts anyway and link them to PayPal. So don't worry about that. If I were you, I'd do that first, and then we're working out managed payments as we go along. So
I mean, when it comes to managed payments, it's difficult because obviously it's going to be compulsory. When you create an account, a stealth account at the moment, managed payments is not an option. You cannot create it and sign up to managed payments straight off the bat. So PayPal is your only option. You can only sign up to managed payments once they send you a message saying you are now ready to sign up.
Yeah,
but I think that
Sophie's got a good question. Scott does this. Scott turns them into business accounts 100%. Dave, do you do that now, or do you keep them personal, or both?
For hybrids, it all depends how far I want to take an account. I mean, you can. It's as it. What's the question? Sorry.
Oh, do you turn hybrids into business accounts?
So when Dave and his brothers started getting hybrid accounts, I like smashed loads of them, and then they started getting them, and they said to me, "Oh, I'm getting my accounts shut down loads." And like I'm getting them, I'm changing.
It was temporary. It wasn't a shutdown. It was temporary locks.
Temporary locks. Yeah, like security locks and stuff.
Yeah, nightmare.
Which was a nightmare. And I said, "How are you setting up the accounts?" And we went through everything. And the only thing they were doing differently is they weren't turning them into business accounts, and I was, and my accounts weren't getting locked. And so we sussed out that needed to kind of be a priority to turn them into business accounts first.
For sure. I mean.
Then it doesn't look dodgy, does it? If they haven't sold anything and then you list 500 items, obviously it's going to have a security check. Where if you turn it into a business account and then you list items, it obviously registers that that's what you're meant to be doing. So
one method we did find though, which it's probably not as good as the business account, but this is what Mark said. So you create the email, because what you do is when you get hybrid, you change the email, you change the mobile, and you change the password. Obviously, if you get the person you bought the account to change all that, about 80% of the time we've never run into the problem. But obviously sometimes we still get temp locks. So we think change to the business, like Scott said, is definitely the best method. Scott never ever had a temp lock, and trust me, when you get temp locks, it's a nightmare. You imagine you buy an eBay account and like it's all done, and you've got to go and message them again saying, "Oh, we've run into a problem." It's just you're pulling your hair out, and you want to be changing to. You want to be changed to a business straight away, I guess. That's the route to take.
It's even worse when they message you on Facebook after 6 months and say, "I've just had a load of boxes turn up at my house."
Yeah, literally. eBay do that promotion where they buy free packaging. Literally, it's crazy.
Right, let's move on.
Most money done in one day. I don't know. I've done over £1,000 in a day before.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to when I got all my accounts shut down.
I've done it, but it didn't last very long. But I've done it. So £1,000 there, Sama.
I think mine's around £600, maybe around £600-700. But it's hard to keep it at a level like that all the time.
Yeah. Mine regularly goes to 200 quid. It's normal to drop. And
someone asked your brother. He said, "Mark, do you pay anything to the account holder monthly for hybrids? And do not do that. You will have no profit if you do that. Like you're only making like 20% profit as it is. And if they'll ask for 20%, you can't give them that. You know, you will be making no money. When people say that, it winds me up because
Scott. Someone said that to me.
They want something for nothing. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the other way around though, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just mention on the hybrid stealth? I don't know if you mentioned it. Was the making sure you change all the email address straight away as soon as you get it, the telephone number, because what we found when we first started doing it is the customers were then getting a PIN number sent to them, so we our accounts got locked or
nightmare.
And then you're having to contact the person you bought it off a week later saying, oh, by the way, can you send me the PIN number? You know, it's just, you know, there's a bit around that.
Yeah.
Next question is, if you get an MC011 on a personal store, what happens if you try to open another? And it's simple. It gets MC013 and then they don't open it again. Yeah. I've tried many a time.
Definitely don't do that. I can't even see where that question is. My bad. I think I've gone past
it. With MC011s, there is people out there who can fix it. I know a guy who I only use, basically, a guy called Elia. He's the most expensive. He charges a lot, but I've never had a problem with him once. I've used these cheaper guys. I've never, ever had any success when I use the cheaper guys. Elia Osborne has been in the community for years. Self-reach users suggest him. He's expensive. He's £700 for an MC011 pass, but his pass rate's amazing. So definitely recommend to go with him. And if you do have an MC011, get in touch, and I can put you in touch with him for sure. So I know with Deco, I know Deco's just Deco are doing so well. He had two big API accounts, and one went down. And I suggested, look, go with Elia. And he went, I'm going to try this guy out. It's a bit cheaper. Yeah, fair enough. Go for it. It didn't pass, unfortunately. But he's going to actually go with Elia this time for his next account. So fingers crossed. But yeah, can't speak enough praise for Elia. He's the best. Craig uses him. Michael uses him. And they're dropship gods. They're the guys who earn hundreds and hundreds daily. So yeah, there's a pass for MC011 for sure.
Someone put, Jono, you should try deleting cookies. It worked for me. I didn't do tethering, and that doesn't. I tried that on a proxy account. That as well. It didn't work. And if you're doing that just for your standard IP, then I definitely wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried cookies. I even tried different proxies in case it was that, and same issue. Yeah. And I even got in touch with multi-login. And I got in touch with our proxy supplier, Best Proxy and VPN, which is what we use. Definitely would recommend. And they both didn't have a solution for me. They said there's nothing they can do about it.
So. Hayden's come in. So this is, I mean, you've seen the name thing, Hayden Davidson. He does Amazon arbitrage, like retail arbitrage, I believe, and online, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. He actually started out with me with dropshipping, eBay dropshipping. And he was one of those like early kind of like crazy people that listed an absolute ton all the time. And he was banking money with one account for ages. And this is back in the day, we could bulk list like 5,000 items a day. And I remember Hayden just smashing it. And then one day just being slammed with an MC011. He was like, oh shit, you know, when you marry your account, you one big, beautiful account. That's what happened. And he was like, no. So hi, Hayden. He's carried on though. Online arbitrage, nice. So he's check out his channel, by the way. He's got a YouTube channel. He's really good. He's loads of good videos about how to do Amazon online arbitrage. So yeah, nice one. Thanks for dropping in.
Shahab said, how do you go about changing the emails after you've bought the hybrids? And it's really easy. They sometimes they've got their phone number set up. So you say, when you buy the account, you say, look, I'm going to need to send you a code, because I need to change the details. That's if they don't change them themselves. And when you go to change the email, you just send a code to their phone and they'll send it to you and you can change the email and it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't happen again.
I think we've missed Osama bin Laden's question here. Can I do dropshipping if not in the United Kingdom? Yeah, what we do, Osama, is we use multi-login and you can buy proxies and then you can run proxies, obviously, that are based in the UK. And this is where you can then run UK eBay accounts with ease, even if you're wherever you are, Afghanistan, wherever. It's easy peasy, basically. Okay. Awesome. What's the next question?
If you get an MC011, you try to peel it and it fails, you could then go with the guy who charges $7. Yeah, it'd be too late. You wouldn't be able to go with the more expensive guy. You've already ruined it. So
yeah, just pay someone. I mean, pay someone.
I mean, I personally wouldn't have the emotional attachment to try and appeal another account for MC011. I would just get rid of it. I don't think it's worth the headache. But obviously, everyone has their own opinions. So
if you're going to do it yourself, like I get it. If you pay someone else, then you've got the reliability, and I understand that. And Dave did that; he did it well. But if you are going to do it yourself, say you're not willing to pay or you haven't got the money, because we understand there's going to be people in that category. You need to do it well. You can't go in with like some invoices that look like this and some invoices that look a little bit different. There needs to be consistencies. And you need to this is where you need to act like a perfectionist. Like I'm not. I'm a 7 out of 10 kind of person. That's why I just keep doing things all the time. I make loads of mistakes and I see what happens. But with an MC01, you need to have the attitude of, does this look good? Like, does this look legitimate? Are these consistent? Do they all link up? Are eBay going to believe that I've got an account where I'm buying items from somewhere, then shipping them out and not drop shipping? So you got to think about these things. And we know a few things to do that. But yeah, you can't do it half-assed. You can't just go in with like, oh, look at these kind of receipts and it's for one item and it's clear that you look like a drop shipper and you're trying to lie.
Yeah.
One big thing with MC01s, if you do have an account that's in your name or a friend's name, it's a win-win. It's they say this in the Telegram chat, the big Sale Freaks Telegram chat, and them guys are gladiators. They've been around for time. If it's in your own name, it's very likely that you can get it back. That's what I've heard, and it's proven well for me. The only MC01 I've passed, and I've had, I don't know how many I've had. I've failed every single one that wasn't in my name. One's in my name, or my sister's, or my brother's, or my friend's name. I've passed every time. So that's something to bear in mind with MC01s.
Oh, Hayden, hit the like button. Come on, and anyone who hasn't already, do it. We're back on now. So we've been 2 months since a video. So we want to spike the YouTube algorithm. We'll move on to the next thing soon as well because we've got an announcement.
I was going to say, do you want to do the drop and then go back to some questions and then do the next one, or
do the drop as in?
Yeah.
Drop the big announcement.
No, I meant the 500.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've still got that.
I'm changing the title.
Right, yeah, I'd announce that one now, Johnny. Go on, you go for it.
Okay. So everyone, we thought we'd give you all a nice little Christmas gift, lockdown gift, whatever you want to call it. We're giving away 500 hot selling items. Now, these are 500 ASINs, sorry, not just 500 items from your Amazon because it bankrupt us. But Scott's VA actually went and got these as well. So he's picked them from other hot sellers. So he sniped them. It's called bulk sniping. He's taken them off other sellers on eBay. He's found them on Amazon, and we've got a list. So we're going to paste that link in now. If you could paste that link in, Scott.
Yeah.
And this is only going to be available for the next couple of days as well. So get them while you can. We're going to make
Christmas present.
Yeah, the Christmas present. We're gonna share this link, so it's gonna be public, so you can all use these listings. It's 500 of them as well, so you can just start putting them in. Just don't list them all at once, please.
You should probably send the link in, John, because I don't think it won't hyperlink it for me.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Channel,
I'll do that now. But yeah, we got some free listings for everyone, and we're gonna start doing this a bit more often as well, I think.
Yeah, so that's 500 ASINs off of other eBay stores that have sold recently in like the last 7 days. Definitely put them through the Sale Freaks locator if you're on Sale Freaks still, because there could be zeros in there. So just want to be careful.
Yeah, I'm so glad you reminded me, mate, because I genuinely forgot.
Yeah, definitely put it through the locator as normal, but you can go all the way down to warm if you want, because they'll still sell.
Yeah. Is that right? If that anyone who's listing on eSync, stop, get on Sale Freaks. No. You can list these, it's okay. These are on other drop shippers accounts. So yeah, you can't filter them, but they will be like partly Vero checked, and then eSync will do their Vero check on top, just like Sale Freaks will. If you're on Sale Freaks, like Scott said, you can use the locator to get the really hot selling items. But don't worry if you're on eSync, you can still list them. They are items that are currently selling in the last 30 days. On other people's accounts.
Cool. Right. And I think, John, maybe we should do the next announcement after that one.
Boom. Like, have we got any other questions, or?
I think we'll have to go back up and read them.
Okay, we'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Right. You're welcome, everyone. So the next thing is the reason why there's all 4 of us on there here. Obviously, I wanted to get these beautiful men on here. Yeah, of course. Like, don't want to show them off. But number 2, we're actually all clubbing together, and we're going to be starting like a new group and a new course. And it's going to be a course that's got proper support around it. Now, I know I'm giving a lot of support now, and these guys are as well in our current group, and that will still remain open. But people that can afford to pay a bit more, or just want that more one-on-one coaching, because we're going to start making sure that you guys get a kind of like a fast track way from 0 all the way up. Now, I know everyone here is experienced, so I get it. Like a lot of you already from our group. but we want you guys to help us sort of get the word out as well to other people. We will be charging for it. I must admit, the conversation we had before this announcement, most of it was just waiting for Dave to try and get on the video, so we didn't come up with a price. So I'm just sort of trying to say, I can't really say one, but we will do a special offer for a limited
we have done it. We have done one.
We have?
Yeah, we have done. I've done it. I've already done it.
Oh, Scott, what is it?
Let me double check.
What's the special offer price first?
You keep talking about it.
Okay, I'll keep talking about it. So basically, we've opened up a Discord channel already. It's free to get in, so there's still going to be people.
Hyperlink that Discord channel because
I'll hyperlink the Discord channel.
It's still free to get in, and
there's a free section to get in on the Discord, and and then anyone who pays, we then put them in the new members section. We've got announcements in there, and then some how-tos as well. So we're making sure it's all going to be nicely laid out on Discord. If a lot of you may not have used Discord before, just search for it on Google. It is something you can put on your phone. It just works a lot like WhatsApp and Telegram. It's just it's so much easier for us to be able to give you better support, because on WhatsApp we notice our messages get buried, and if I do an announcement, it just gets buried in the messages, or if someone says something golden, it's hard to get it back. This way we can pin comments and information and actually put it in there to help you guys. And that's why all four of us are clubbing together, because in the current group, even though we all do help each other, a lot of people will just personal message me, that kind of stuff. In this one, you've got 4 experienced dropshippers, and I'm gonna get some of you guys who are already in our WhatsApp group in there, so we can have some more experience and we can all help each other out. And I'd love it if you guys, the guys who've been with us for a while, or the guys who've been with us for a few weeks, if you could help us promote this, we'd really appreciate that, because we want to try and get a lot of new people on board, just to help as many people as possible. And it is a new business venture as well. We do want to make something from it, and hopefully it'll grow into something much bigger. Yeah. Maybe we can go on to other kind of dropshipping.
I mean, the main aim is to give people that one-on-one experience, like Johnny said, a fast track, really simplified version to help people that would like to pay for it. But then again, we're still going to have the free chats and help anyway. So it's more of people that want to do it really seriously, want to do it fast, and don't want to sit in a group for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, taking in information and then trying bits here and there. It's a really direct, fast route. And that's basically it.
It's weird, isn't it, trying to sell stuff? It feels like you're like, yeah, do I join it, do this? Like, what point do I start to sound desperate? Like, I really want people to do this. But honestly, guys, it's going to be completely up to you guys if you want to join or not. And then if you want to go further, and if you end up paying, that is something that you can choose to do. But we're going to just make sure that we're there to help everyone. And so you're actually getting more support.
The main thing is, another thing is as well, we're going to be there a lot more than we are in the WhatsApp group. And at the end of the day, if we're going to help you make a lot more money, if you're getting more support from us, we've been doing this for a while, we can shed that experience on you and give you more one-to-one mentoring. And it's a win-win, really. We get you scaled up faster for sure. So, yeah, it's a good option for sure. It's very good, actually. I know I'd jump straight into it if I was on the other side. Yeah. If I had this 7 months ago and John went to me, look, we can do this, and they went, do you want to do it? Yes, I'd happily do it. It'd help me so much more, and I'd have scaled up to his level so much faster.
Yeah,
it's a win-win basically.
So there is so the full price of the course is £240, and using the code holidays at the moment, there is a 20% discount, and that code runs out on the 25th of December at midnight.
When all the sales stop.
When all the sales stop, yeah. So that is when that ends. There is also, for our members in the group at the moment, there will be a chance to get yourself an affiliate link if you would like.
Yeah, and that's where we want to be able to give something back financially as well to the guys that are already in our group. If you can just spread the word and then they go through your affiliate link, we give them something financially back to you as well. Obviously, more than just a thanks, because I really do appreciate you guys helping. Because I know a lot of you have already done that. People everyone, you guys on the live, I appreciate you guys helping in the group in general. And I could name literally 20 people right now from our group who's helped as well. And it keeps that buzz in the group. And we want to try and translate that. Believe it or not, you guys in the group who are in the WhatsApp group, you're about a third or maybe a quarter. I'm that terrible at filtering people because I try and find out if they're sharers or not. And if they don't share any information, they don't usually get through, or they give up when I try and do the requirements. The amount of people that just want to go, oh yeah, but how do I make money? Like, tell me that bit. It's like, oh, could you just watch a video or share this? And that's kind of like, we want to translate that into the Discord group. We want to have that kind of mentality and carry that on. Make sure that, you know, help people the best we can. Yeah, right. And so £240 one-time purchase, and you get access to the course. It's going to be constantly updated. There's going to be a weekly video, I think we said. So we're going to try and get weekly videos out to update it. Whenever something important happens, like managed payments recently, then we'll try and give you a best update there. But the idea of it is to have like our best minds all working together, and then the support from the veterans in the group, which if you would like an affiliate link, message me privately because I can get that set up for you. And also we'd like to get a few of you in there to help other people that are going to be joining anyway. So if you want to be in there, then we can add you if you're already in the current group. So let us know, and we'll make you basically inside the Discord. We've got the free, which is the normal members, and then we have the premium members, which is obviously people that have bought, but we're going to need a few moderators in there. So if you're in our group currently, then just give me a message and we can add you in. Yeah, do it. Yeah. I'll just reiterate what Scott said there. Yeah, we've got the premium members, and we'd love the guys that have been with us for all this time. You've seen the ups and the downs. People get MC01s. You've seen so much. We've had good sales, bad days. You know, I just love you guys to be in that group because you deserve to be there, like at minimum, because of the input that you guys have had. So yeah, definitely just tell us you want to be in the Discord, join it, and if we see your name pop up, we'll put you in. 70 minutes, yes, Scott, it's true. It's been a long time. Yeah, 70. Only because Dave asked how long it was being, so I didn't want to say.
Dave, we don't want to overrun it.
I'm just gonna have a scan and see if we missed any questions, because I think we missed one or two. But was there anything else we were meant to talk about? Someone did say, what are the business policies? Because I've heard they're really important, and to go through that would take ages. But they are very important. There's lots of videos that people explain it. A lot of people explain it to you if they've got the time, but we definitely don't have the time to go through all of that today. But they are important, yes.
And we'll have it on the course, won't we?
Yeah, it's on the course, but especially the delivery policy is very important. You got to get that one right.
Yeah, all covered on the course. Everything is covered on the course. And if you've got questions, with instant access to us guys. So
and if you not worry. Yeah, and if you get the course and you want something added, then that is something we can do. Like if you have a question and you want a video on it, so you can reference back to that, then we'll add it in for you, or we'll give you the direct information in a one-to-one call. Yeah. And if there's something going on like currently, we're going to have a page just for that. It's not going to get buried in messages. That's why we want to try and make things more available and easy to get to. Remember, the course is going to be a series of videos that are going to fast track your learning. And then you've got the Discord. So you come in like, oh, I've got a question about this, or I don't quite understand it, because we all learn in different ways. So then you get on the Discord, get in the chat, and then we can help you straight away. So it's kind of makes it easier. Look, we're getting people coming into the Discord already, flying in. Nice. Yeah, exactly. So the videos on the course at the moment are a series of step-by-step videos. And then we also have some separate write-ups going into details about multiple ways of finding items. We've got simple methods, longer methods, we've got bulk uploading methods. We go through obviously the business policies, we go through Sell Freaks, everything from signing up to your Sell Freaks account all the way through to listing your item. And then we're also going to add some customer service and maybe some tips for getting yourself a VA or looking at other services. Yeah. So it's literally A to Z.
Yeah. Everything is going to be covered. Everything. If we've missed a little bit out, instant access to us guys. Yeah, and I think as well, because we're creating this support, I don't know about you guys, but I believe that even if, say, in a year's time, things get a bit harder with the Amazon to eBay dropshipping, because we don't know where this is going to go. It could stay the same, it could change. It hasn't in the last 2 years, but it's just changed in different ways. We're going to stay here to make sure that we try and overcome those obstacles. So if you guys stay, anyone who stays with us, then we can get past that and you can carry on growing. And if we end up adding another type of drop shipping in,
then we'll do that. And that support group will stay. It's not like, oh, we're in the group, we're just doing one thing and then we're just going to stop. We're going to remain there and we're going to keep on growing with it. So if we have to add another type of dropshipping, like say Amazon dropshipping, if we get big at that, then I'm happy to discuss that in the group. It's not like it's just we come in, you get to a certain point and that's it. You stay around and we can.
Yeah. Even so, Amazon dropshipping, which will be coming on Sale Freaks, hopefully 2021, and hopefully.
How many times have we heard about it coming?
I know.
And also, Facebook dropshipping might become a thing in the UK. It's a thing in America, so there's no reason why it shouldn't move over here.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've tried it.
And we've tried it, and it does work. It's just a lot of hassle at the moment because there's certain features that we don't have. But anyway,
shipping, basically.
All of that we can cover in the future because look, we've got some of the brightest minds on the screen right now, smashing different problems every day, and it's amazing how much we get through.
Where are these people on the?
They're behind you. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, where's Matt? Bring Matt back.
Bring Matt back. Bring Matt back. You know what? I'm gonna go visit him after lockdown, and I'll get him on the screen. I'm gonna make him give you all an explanation of why he's not here anymore.
We'll have to get Matt to buy the course so that we can show him how to dropship again. Because I'm sure he's forgot.
I'm gonna show him this. I'm gonna find the timestamp and fast forward to this bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. We could probably wrap that up now. Everyone who hasn't liked this video, please like it. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment when the video is done because we really appreciate you guys viewing the videos because it does help us get up in the YouTube algorithms. We are going to release more content from now on, so you can see my face, Dave, Tim, Scott's way more often. We'd love to post weekly. We're going to get a plan together and everything. We're going to drop more value bombs on here as well. And we'll try and talk about a little bit more about the run up to Christmas because you got Black Friday coming and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get some more content out. But join the Discord. The link's in there. Get those ASINs while they're still there. They are going to disappear soon. And hopefully you guys can help us promote our new little venture and we can help a lot more people out there.
Yeah. All right. Well said.
Sign off.
And we're all good.
Thanks, everybody.